Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the bantamweight bout between Bibiano Fernandes versus John Lineker for, all the marbles, the 1FC featherweight title. I had to look it up. So 45, Lineker went all the way from 25 to 45. It's interesting, but I feel like if Bibiano Fernandes was anywhere near his prime and not 41 years old, this probably be his fight to win. Also, if he had not been inactive for like nearly 2 years. Well, he's been inactive over 2 years, like 2 years and 4 months. If you do the math, around 2 years and 4 months, roughly, been inactive. And over the last fight, with his last couple of years of fighting so far, I think 4 of those fights have been against the same guy. Stopped him like 3 times, and lost a split decision 1 time, I believe. But don't quote me on that. But definitely like 4 fights against Kelvin Bill. I can't even pronounce his name, but I'm not gonna try to do it right now. It's not even his video. If it was his video, I might if I was predicting him in a fight, I'll look into him a little bit more. But right now, then Kevin B, the enunciation, that last name is eluding me. I ain't gonna try to do it right now. But yeah, so really, I'm looking at his factors. I'm looking at the numbers right now. Fernandes is pushing 41 years old, pushing 42. Lineker is 31, entering the May prime. Yes, he's a 25er who, I can't really call him a 25er. He might have the height and frame of a 25er, maybe the muscle mass of a 35er, but he barely ever made 25. So I'll say 35er, fighting up a weight class above. But I feel like he's looking sharp at this weight class. He's been active. He's been getting better with every single fight. His debut was, it's clean, but still a fun, exciting fight. And definitely showed that, he had a war in him as far as long as he needed to have a war in him. My issues with John Lineker is probably going to be his grappling. But Bibiano Fernandes, I feel like his wrestling is as sharp as it needs to be. And also, I think he's going to be a lot rusty. And I think like I said, he's older now. So you got a fighter in John Lineker who's entering his prime. You got Bibiano Fernandes who's like 10 years or like at least 5, 6, 7 years outside of his prime and been inactive. So I like John Lineker in this one. I feel like Bibiano Fernandes could find some limited success with his wrestling and takedowns and try to work his jiu-jitsu, work some grappling in there. I feel like Lineker is going to be keen to that. Then on the feet, I feel like Fernandes is going to be just be missing a couple steps on the feet, like I said, inactivity, age, lack of diversity and competition. So he's been adjusted to fighting the same as that guy. So I feel like Lineker for the same guy beat him too, but without having to lose to him at one point. But nonetheless, I just feel like Lineker is going to be able to address the grappling and just be more active, really outwork him and push the pace on him. And Fernandes, with the inactivity and the age, is not going to be able to keep up. I feel like Lineker's going to be, like I said, Fernandes might have some moments in the grappling, but ultimately, I feel like Lineker's going to be able to shuck him off, get back to his feet, and it's going to tire Fernandes more to try to initiate that grappling, especially when it's not able to have that sustained success and control. And then Lineker constantly pressing the pace, ripping to the body. With Lineker, nonstop forward pressure, nonstop body ripping, nonstop coming up with the hooks to the chin. Man's gonna be in his face, peekaboo right up in underneath that man's nose, not giving no time to breathe. And it's like really one of the worst fights stylistically to come back from inactivity. Unless, I don't know, he comes in and sharp and revitalized and is able to get to the ground, then maybe one of the easier fights. If he can, find ways to get it to the ground and extend that time on the ground and then eventually work for submission, work with jiu-jitsu. Then potentially you got a guy who's really mostly a striker. Lineker is not really just a guy who has no grappling. He has grappling ability, so can't write that him off either. I'm just saying Fernandes clearly has the advantage there, but nonetheless, I don't feel like Fernandes. I feel like Fernandes is going to be losing a couple steps, and Lineker just going to bring it all out of him, or is going to reveal all of that pretty soon in the fight. Early on, first round, Fernandes might have some limited success with his grappling, but I feel like Lineker is going to touch him. He's going to realize, this is not the fight I want to stand and trade with, and he's going to be, over eager to get the fight to the ground. That's going to be seen. And Lineker, like I said, might give up a takedown too early, but we'll be able to work back to his feet, stay calm, stay composed, find the opportunity to explode, get back to his feet. Like I said, find the exits, get back to his feet, shuck him off, then keep walking down, keep tagging him. And then once he starts getting tagged, those takedowns are going to be more telegraphed, more easy to stuff, and make him pay for it and constantly walk him down and put him out in the third round, ripping him to the body, taking out of his gas tank, come up top, and taking some more years off his life, making him look like he's 60 out there, and puts him out in the third round. So in this fight, I got John Lineker via third round TKO.